Hello everyone, I'm just here to make Mario Maker 2 video because I created this thing and now I just want to share it and I don't know what to do. So we have some instructions here. This will take a little bit. Basically, the whole point of this, I created like an entire big setup that took me like 6 hours to make. You have to put specific items in a specific spot and then submit that, and then if it's in the correct order, then you'll live, and if not, then the whole thing goes crazy and you basically lose. So, almost done with the instructions. It'll tell me I'll die if I miss anything. Alright, here's the crazy setup. So if you're paying attention, the order goes like this. We need a power here. Put this over here for now. We'll put the spring in the middle. Doesn't really matter where in the middle. But, okay, well, I did not mean to do that. Let's just quickly, you didn't see any of that. Let's just quickly do that again. So, we'll do that. That over there. Spring in the middle. I almost messed up. That there. Activate it. Everything goes well. You do it 2 more times. I don't know the best setup for this, but this seems to work a lot reliably. That. Things are going crazy. I didn't really know how to make this any better. I don't know how to do things in this game. This is like my first thing I've ever made. Alright, camera trap worked. I'll go in the door. There's 2 key doors for this extra safety measure. If somehow people got a key, they can get a second one. Here in the door, you can go in the level in the door or in the pipe. You can see the full setup after the spring moves. You can see the setup drop. Things go crazy. And then that's the end of the level. But here, let's explain what's going on. So, the whole contraption relies around dropping these items down here into these area, right? So let's start off with the on and off switch. Over here, we have the shell that goes like that. And if you ever hit the on and off block, let's just make this right now. If you hit the on and off block, okay, wow, I did not expect that. Just do that so we don't die. If you hit the on and off switch, the shell will go down, bounce back up. As you see on the left side, the shells are perfectly timed. So then they would just go right in order for them to drop in a specific location. So when they drop, they'll hit this block. They'll actually move a little bit to the right. So this ring will be able to hit it. Normally this ring, if you just leave it here, won't be able to do it. But with this ring slightly adjusted, so it can hit the spring and hit the shell when it falls. The shell will go over here, over here. We have the exact same setup on this side, where the shells fall in the spring. And when both shells go, they'll both go to the center area, where they'll collide with this block. So normally, okay, let's test it. Let's go back to the pipe. Hopefully it works. Reset the room. Yep. So as you can see there, both shells hit this block at the exact same time. And so they both ricochet off. And so if they don't ricochet off, they'll either the shell on the left will run to the pile on the right, or the shell on the left will, I don't even know anymore, probably hit something. But The claw here is, I think the claw is here for the right side. I kind of forgot how to do this. Anyways, so this quick muncher setup with the P is just here, so you can't activate any of the POWs. That's also up here and on this side. So it'll always be on screen. This thing right here, so this is where the crazy part comes in, where you can actually check whether the shells or whether the things are actually in place. So when this starts, this will sort of just vibe, I think. Yeah, this just vibes. It just sits there. When the on and off goes off, it will make its journey. Let's just put a P switch here, because why not? I mean, a spring right there. So if we would have spring, actually this won't work. But if you do that, it's gonna go off. It's gonna hit 2 springs, bounce off the spring that's supposed to be there. That's why it doesn't matter which way it is. It'll hit that. It'll hit this spring, hit the note block, and come back and normal. So that's to check whether this spring is in the middle. If there isn't a spring in the middle, it's going to hit the power block if you put it here. Or if you didn't put anything here, it's going to bounce off the spring and hit this. And if you put something there, well, it doesn't matter, because the other shells will detect whether something was here. It's very important to note that when this POW drops, it prevents anything from the claw going into it. So when the shell comes in, it can no longer grab onto this and be sprung by the spring into the POW. Let's see it in action again. So, spring moves. You see the spike ball there? Bounce off the spring and go back. The POW drops here, prevents anything from going inside the claw, which normally would cause lots of trouble. Actually mostly it. I guess the setup up here. So the entire point of this is to do this 3 times. So we have the setup where after 3 times the muncher will fall and kill the beetle. It's in a muncher, so you don't just use the POW to get the key. And so it's also down here in case somehow they got a key by killing this guy up here. This setup, this launcher is blocked by a block. So after you go to the door, it will be blocked, but you can't go through it again somehow. This is just, if you use the POW, you won't be able to get into it. And it just blocks off for you. Yeah, that's basically it. It's a little bit complicated, but I don't know why this took me so long to build, bro. I don't even know. But there you have it. See, I know how to play some other games. Maybe not. Alright, see you guys. Have fun.